CM Punk is the self-proclaimed best in the world, but it's fair to say he doesn't wrestle for the best company in the world. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, and I've got to defend CM Punk here. So obviously, a lot of shit has went down with AEW since All In. The altercation with CM Punk and Jungle Boy Jack Perry has led to the suspension of both Punk and Perry. It's led to CM Punk apparently being on the way out of AEW. Apparently his relationship with Tony Khan is getting to the point where it is beyond repair. And apparently everyone thinks that CM Punk should leave. Well, I'm going to say bullshit to all that. Yes, bullshit to Wade Keller, bullshit to Brian Alvarez, and bullshit to Dave Meltzer. These are guys on Tony Khan's paycheck. These are guys that have their nose so far up the elite's ass that they're always going to bash CM Punk in order to try and protect and favour their little AEW darlings. Let's look at the facts here. CM Punk said a few weeks ago that he wanted to cut out the crazy stuff on Collision. He wanted to cut out constant bleeding. He wanted to cut out constant extreme spots because he wanted big spots and big moments to actually mean something when they happened, and that makes perfect sense. That sounds like someone that knows about wrestling. That seems like someone that has got experience in the business. And then the whole thing with Jack Perry. Jack Perry wanted to use real glass for what? A stupid throwaway segment down the bottom of the card. Something that is on the pre-show. And this guy wanted to use real glass. CM Punk said, no, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't use real glass. And then Jack Perry took it upon himself on the biggest show in AEW history to call out CM Punk during a spot in the match like a little fucking bitch, rather than backstage have it out with CM Punk, have a discussion man to man. This guy decided to wait until AEW's biggest show, wait until he was getting a big match with Hook on the pre-show, and rather than try and put on a good match, rather than try and put the spotlight on him and the spotlight on Hook, he decided to get his little 5 seconds of fame by calling out CM Punk in Wembley. Like, what a fucking joke. What a little bitch Jungle Boy is. This guy thinks he's something, and the fact is he's nothing. He's not a pillar. He's not a main eventer. He's a fucking nobody, and this guy will never be anybody. And CM Punk rightfully confronted him after the match when he came out in the curtain. The guy's calling out CM Punk. This is AEW's biggest show, and he's too busy having a little hissy fit because Punk didn't want him to use real glass. So fucking what? So fucking what? These guys in AEW, they're all pathetic, they're all little bitches, they're all just not used to somebody sticking up for themselves, they're not used to somebody telling them no. They've had it their way for the entire 3.5 years. Tony Khan won't say shit. You've got people that should be locker room leaders, people like Chris Jericho that should be setting these guys straight, but he doesn't want to do that. He'd rather earn a paycheck, he'd rather be pally-pally with Tony Khan and not upset the boat. CM Punk is far better than Chris Jericho. Screw it. Chris Jericho at this point is a fucking loser, just sitting there accepting a paycheck, just wanting to be everybody's friend. I mean, the guy is so delusional. Some of the shit that he says about AEW, saying it's going to overtake Raw, then saying it's bigger than WrestleMania. What a stooge Chris Jericho is. At least CM Punk has the balls to speak up to these guys and defend himself and tell these guys how he really feels despite them being close with Tony Khan. You look at the people in AEW, people that have been around the business for 20 plus years, people like Jericho, people like Matt Hardy. These guys should be speaking up, and they should be telling these guys that haven't been in major companies, that haven't got the decades of experience on national TV. They should be saying no to these guys. They should be telling them, no, that's not how you do things. It shouldn't be CM Punk's job. CM Punk came in to be the main eventer. He's come in to be a draw. He's not come in to babysit these fuckers, yet he's having to do it. So I'm not accepting it. CM Punk's too good for AEW. In an ideal world, he would sort things out with WWE. He would go back there. He would be champion. He could have a big main event run in hell. He could even get to main event WrestleMania, something he never got to do in the past. But Punk in AEW is just being wasted. He's surrounded by losers, surrounded by stupid little cucks that think they know everything. Hell, these guys don't want to take Jim Ross's advice. They don't want to take Jake the Snake Roberts' advice. They think they know everything, and they know fucking nothing. Look at them. This is the worst period of wrestling we've ever seen. Wrestling fucking sucks in 2023. AEW's garbage. These guys have never drawn a dime. They're wrestling in Wembley because of Tony Khan's fucking money. Let's be real. You think the Young Bucks have made AEW what it is? You think Jack Perry's contributed to the success of AEW? Fucking hell no. Not in a million years. Yeah, these guys all think they're great. They're absolutely nothing. If Tony Khan was a smart man, he'd fucking fire the lot of them and he'd book the company around CM Punk. The fact that they needed 2 shows, the fact that he had to create Collision because they couldn't all work together, even though it was CM Punk and he was willing to work with them, they just flat out refused. And the fact that they wouldn't even do business with Punk is a joke. Look at WWE. Look at the people that have hated each other in WWE or WCW, yet they'd still, for the good of the company, they'd work together. Like Michaels and Brett hated each other, yet they worked together because it made sense and McMahon was the boss and they had to work for McMahon. But none of these guys respect Tony Khan. None of these guys respect AEW. It's all about themselves. It's all about being fucking marks for themselves. So yeah, fuck the Elite, fuck Jack Perry. CM Punk is levels above these guys, and if you disagree with that, then you just don't know what you're talking about. You can dislike CM Punk, I mean, that's absolutely fine. But Punk is just on a different fucking planet to these guys, and they don't deserve to be in a company like AEW. They don't deserve to be on a company that's got like a major TV deal. These guys are indie level guys. That's all they ever will be. And they're just kidding themselves thinking that they're mega stars. They are nothing. They are nothing. They should be thankful that CM Punk's there. They should be listening to CM Punk, a guy that has actually been a top talent in the WWE. But no, they would rather downplay anything he says. Jim Ross says something about flips and they just say, oh, Jim Ross is old, doesn't know what he's talking about. Fuck, Jim Ross, one of the greatest fucking minds. This guy pretty much helped run WWE for years and years. I mean, he's had so many important roles backstage, yet JR apparently doesn't know what he's talking about. What a fucking joke. Honestly, guys, I can't stand AEW. I can't stand the Elite. I can't stand all these losers. And hopefully Tony Khan puts them all on Dynamite, because Collision is the better show. And Collision, I think, could be entertaining. So yeah, just stick all these little bums, stick all these little crybaby bitches on Dynamite and blow them all up. And let's have CM Punk and the good wrestlers like Christian Cage. Let's have those guys wrestle on Collision, and all the bums can wrestle on fucking Dynamite. Anyway, guys, that's it. Fog Wrestling. Catch you in the next one. Let me know your thoughts down below. Are you team Punk? Are you team Crybaby, Jack Perry, fucking nobody? Let me know what team you're on, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.